Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents a special cover price Shakers of 2022, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's our look back at 2022, some of our favorite Shakers, and we'll discuss some of the trends that we saw in 2022. It's been another crazy year. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. And also, we're going to be showing you Bird City Comics drop on Friday, and we're going to pick a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So why guys are congregating, you know it's Friday, right? So you know what that means. But let's get some freestyle music for the new year, shall we? We shall. Once again, welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents the cover price Shakers of 2022. I got a full house in here. I like this when because family is everything. Sorry, I just saw F9, the last F9 saga film. That movie is batshit crazy, by the way, where they shoot a Fiero into outer space.
Yeah, they went outer space now. What's next? Dinosaurs?
I was like, good God, have mercy. But I think I can act with Dom. I think I'm as good as him. I think I could do his big bald head.
You would definitely be Dom.
For some odd reason, it first started as, guys who are racing cars. And then in this movie, all of a sudden, everybody's a martial arts expert. So I don't understand how that works, how you are, driving fast, now being able to just kick ass doing martial arts, jujitsu, and a weapons expert. But I'm just neither here nor there. But hey, ladies first. Laura, say what's good to people.
Hey everyone, I am excited. This is the first time I've done a show like completely, what did you say, freestyle? So this will be fun. And my first show with Otto.
Yeah, there we go.
So
Segue into Otto, say what's good to people.
What's up? We're late. I take full responsibility, so it's late. Mic issues. Set it up though. I'm happy to be here today. 2023 ready to rock out, back and better than ever with all my LOTLB crew. So let's get it. Let's go.
Wouldn't be a Lord show without technical difficulties. Speaking of technical difficulties, Nemesis Prime, say what's good to people.
What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. Happy to be here. 2023, already starting off the year right with 5 Lords.
Yeah. JB, say what's good to people.
How you doing, everybody? And welcome to like a really cool show where we're going to look back on the whole year and just give you some of the favorites. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So
yeah.
Flex.
Yeah. So a few of the members pick some of their own, and then I kind of pick some of my own to kind of get a snapshot. What would be fun to see is I use the original slides from the Shaker show, and I'd be curious to see. I know one of them, the price jumped by 100% on one. So it'd be interesting to see the slide and what the price is now. So I'm gonna have the cover price page up, or if one of you cats can do it, have the cover price up and see, because this is Shaker from throughout the year. So once again, show is brought to our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Sign up for your price guides, collections, and trends for $6.99 a month. What are you waiting for? That's like Starbucks coffee, man. Also, our good friend and proud sponsor, Bird City Comics. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. Laura, should I show what you guys are dropping tomorrow right now?
Oh, please do.
Okay. Boom.
Ooh.
What can you tell us about The Last Barbarian?
I'm so excited about this book. This is done by a team called Coco Aspen. That was the cover art. But this is written by Eisner Award winner writer Kelly Thompson. This is her first time writing for Image. And the basic synopsis is Blade Runner meets Saga. So it's a very fantasy sci-fi blended type comic. And yeah, the artist did an amazing job on this. I think it's absolutely stunning.
Wow. Like a negative space.
Oh, JB, look at the big blades on you.
It's pretty. I love it.
Tivo, you are muted. I can't hear you.
Technical difficulties.
I was gonna say
difficulties.
this the negative side of this is like the booty side of this is a negative space, which I love. And whenever somebody says a mix of science and fantasy, I immediately go to Thundar the Barbarian.
Thundar.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was a mix of science. Ookla aerial ride. Take a drink if you thought I was going to reference that. So, Cover Price 2022 year in review. If you want to check out their more extensive review, go check out Cover Price's YouTube channel and their website. They're going to go, and because Matt was too busy to do Shakers this week, so I said, you know what? I got this. We got this. We're going to go over some of our favorites and talk about them. So make sure you give them a follow on all their social medias. Great crew over there at Cover Price. Great crew at Bird City Comics too, man. You know what? I fuck with who I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. It's as simple as that, man. Could have put it any more plainer. All right, let's get to the first shaker of, and this is Otto's pick, I do believe, right?
Yes, absolutely. This is it.
I believe Justin can chime in too. I'd be curious to see if the price has changed.
Yeah.
But this originally,
I'm gonna pull it up.
So this is Transformers All Hail Megatron and Apocalypse Comics exclusive Casey Collar variant from July 2008. It sold a CBCS 9.8 for $16.50. Why was this one of your favorites, Otto?
Well, first and foremost, Killing Joke homage, one of the greatest stories I ever read as a kid. And it's Megatron, Lord Megatron, one of the greatest villains of all time. So I absolutely love it. This was a variant cover that was a retailer exclusive by Apocalypse Comics. It had a print run of only 1,000 copies, which by today's standards, 1,000 is no longer considered rare. However, 14 years later, this is a tough book to find. It's highly considered a variant grail for any Transformers collections. It's always been relatively affordable with 9/8 at fair market value of $300. Well, these days, this week's a raw sale went for $400 for a near mint copy, and we can see this hitting 1,000 in the near future in a 9/8. If you have this, I need proof of life because I want to buy it from you. So contact me on Instagram if you have this book.
Guy.
I need this book in my collection.
And
Nice
did the price change, JB?
Well, let's take a look here. No, it has not. That is still the high price, the $16.50
All right.
There you go.
from December of. But that's a new book. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
this is
Very
from
recent.
December.
that's like from December.
16,
So
this is very.
I think we're
very
going to see
rare.
a couple on the show that are going to be a little bit farther back. Maybe we'll see a little change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
never comes up, people. Never.
Yeah. Yeah, very rare. But this one comes up a lot.
Yes, look at this. Hulk 180 right here. A book that I'm personally going after this year in multiple copies. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, well, the first appearance gets too expensive. You go after the cameo. But the argument we could have for days and days. So this is the issue from 1974, Hulk 180, where he fights Wendigo. Just sold, a raw copy sold when I pulled this up for $5,988. So nearly $6,000. Well, the last page happens to feature the first full appearance of Wolverine, the adamantium-boned federal Canadian X-Men. Although joining the X-Men was still a year out at this point, This issue is obviously a bit of controversy for some fans, fanboys, and geeks. We know that. The first appearance because he doesn't appear on the cover, nor throughout most of the story. A cameo, they call it. However, the facts argue the contrary. This is Wolverine's first appearance in this issue. When Hulk enters the Canadian airspace, the Air Force immediately recognizes the threat, and for the first time we see mobilized Weapon X in print. All right. Now, Wolverine, for the first time, as he lunges towards it, you see him in full cover, right? Full image of him with his claws, with everything, and they call him by his name. So we could argue this for days, but this is a book I definitely believe in. So,
well, Otto, right now, if you don't have it, I wouldn't be arguing that point until you actually own it. Then you have something to fight for. Right now, I'd go the other way.
I'm gonna call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. Hulk 181 is still the go-to. Price change, JB, because this was way back in February 2022.
Well, for Raw, no. I do have the chart up if we want to share the Raw comic sales and the Slab comic sales.
Yeah,
if you want it, I have it up.
Yeah, sure.
So what we're seeing here is on the Raw comic sales. I love this part of CovrPrice's website because I do come in here and use this a lot. On the Raw side, you'll see here in the very top, that was graded a near mint plus Raw, and that's where it slid in, and it was from February 28th of 22. Now, a more recent sale would be a near mint Raw that they've tracked at a $750 on November 15th, and then a very fine at $750, sorry, on 11/24. So they're tracking the different categories in Raw now, which is fantastic. Check out what's happening on the slab.
Jeez.
On November 17th, a 9.8 sold for $19,002, and just a couple days ago on January 1st, a 9.6 just sold for $6,600, which by default has adjusted the FMV on the website. Wow, this is really cool.
That has tax implications all over it. Depending, you know what I'm saying? Depending on when, like if you want to,
the highest known. Sorry,
it's 2021, 40 grand. All right, good stuff. See, we're on top of it. We're on top of it, baby. So
now we got people fighting in the live chat about it. Cameo for
you knew that would happen, though. You just lit a fire.
I know it. I love it.
Yeah, he wants the controversy. All right, let's get to your next pick. And I love this book, by the way.
Yes, X-Men Adventures. This is the newsstand. X-Men Adventures #1. This is a great run for all you X-Men collectors. So don't even go after this one. Try to go after them all. I'm not going to do the theme song, but we all know it. But we know he must be a big Kevin Feige must be a big fan of the iconic song that woke the kids in the 90s out of their beds on Saturday mornings. Not only did the theme song play in the Multiverse of Madness, but it was also played in the last episode of Miss Marvel. Well, it was announced by Marvel Animation at San Diego Comic-Con that the X-Men 97 series will soon be released. Some collectors argue that this comic is quasi first appearance of those characters, or rather an addition of those characters. Even so, it's the first appearance of Morph, a character that was created for the animated series. With the San Diego Comic-Con news, an eager buyer with deep pockets sprung for a 9.8 newsstand of $1,200 on July 25th. The last time we saw this issue sold in a 9.8 was November of 2021 for almost $800, a penny short. The fair market value on a raw copy book is around $45. It's a great book, iconic. We get the memes from it with Wolverine on the couch looking at the pictures. I love this book. I love the X-Men. This is a great book.
It's way down. You're muted, TiVo. It is way down. Go ahead and share
let's
that.
Let's see here.
Wow. Okay, so let's go to that 9.8. Let's down less over 50%. The last sale was October 25th for a 9.8 at $208. And look at the new FMV for Near Mint Raw. It's not looking good.
What do we always tell people on the Lord's channel, right? Sell
X-Men Adventures #1. I just make sure I got the right book.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Sell in between, buy in between news cycles. But I'm telling you right now, when the trailer drops, this book is going to go back up again. So
highest known value is that CGC 9.8 at 487, and down here it's down to 208.
I think it'll
Wow.
reach that. It'll reach 1,000 when you know, a lot of times people just need to get slapped in the face and get, you know, see it in real time. So we shall see. But I have 5 of them because as soon as I heard there was actually, before San Diego Comic-Con was announced, they interviewed the original creators of the show and they said, yeah, we would love to have it on Disney Plus if they would have us. So I was like, read the tea leaves. So
Yeah.
I bought 5 copies, and you know, so we shall see, man. Off the CDC
We
they
shall
go.
see.
All right, Otto. What's your last one?
We got NYX number 3, the first appearance of Laura Kinney. Made its well, so there's a fun fact behind this. This came out in 2004, which we all know, but the cameo, they say, started in as the test tube, if we remember that properly. But again, the story behind it is the story of NYX is dark with mature themes in which she works for a I don't know. It's hard to read. The first time we were introduced to this character will be made over Laura Kinney as a comic books, aka Wolverine's daughter. Well, she actually was cloned from Wolverine by the mutant geneticist, Dr. Sarah Kinney. So she's more like the adopted daughter. However, we don't learn this until her origin is later explained. In her miniseries, X-23, there are also 2 other miniseries, X-23 Innocence Lost and X-23 Target X. That further explore her origin and answer the questions about what happened to her before the events of the NYX series. NYX issue 3 saw a graded sell for $2,040 this past week, which came close to a record of $2,199.99 sale from January of this year. So just a great book, you know, real hard to find. Dark cover, 9/8 are out there. Just a great character. I think she's got a lot of legs, especially in the
And
future.
let's see if the prices change from May 22nd,
All right, so
2022 and a 9.8.
So we went from $2,222 and a 9.8 right here, the highest known, which means that is still the highest. Wow.
Oh, it is
January
serendipitously dropped.
2nd, January, just 3 short days ago, this book in 9.8 has a registered sale at $1,600, pushing that FMV. Well, that means that's probably up from recent sales because the FMV is only at $1,465 and the 9.8.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I think at the height of it was when in the Wolverine movie there was, I think, a version of his daughter, and then I think now that they Disney has bought Fox and all the properties and all the X-Men, you know, now is probably a time to buy. I mean, maybe people are seeing through the fire. What up to my man GPAP, man? Sean, what's going on, man? That is a long time OG YouTuber right there,
big
man.
time.
Retired a
GPAP's
while
old
ago.
school.
It's good to see you in here, brother, man. I see Facebook out on that. He's up in the upper northeast of like Canada or somewhere like that. I know he's freezing right now, so I'm glad you joined us, brother. It's good to see you in the live chat, man. So all right, so Nick's number 3 from 2004. All right, now it's time for Laura. Laura is very she went very specific with her books.
This was an impossible task. It's like 5 minutes. He's like, "Oh, we need pick some books."
Right? I didn't get my choice in, but it's all right. I'm still gonna get it in. Watch. I figured out a way.
It's difficult to choose off of all these Shakers books. But anyway, okay. So we have Crime Suspense Stories, issues number 23, published by EC Comics in 1954. The cover artist here is George Evans. And as you can tell, it's incredibly violent. He's choking out the female with a crowbar. The reason I chose it is because it established the Comic Code Authority. It was used as evidence during the Senate investigation. So I don't know, I appreciate how it's such a historical treasure. I mean, this is something that you're really collecting history. The cover story is Last Resort, where Jerry Wheeler takes his wife Mona on a late night boat trip. And since she's controlling and mean, he decides to kill her and dump her in the lake. Fun, right? Date night.
Seduction of the innocent, right?
Nice guy.
Yeah. And
let's see if the
I think
prices
this is an incredible
change.
piece.
Yeah, let's see if the prices
Look, we're looking
change,
at
shall
it.
we?
Okay,
JB, that's all you.
Yeah, it's me, I guess. First of all, notice the new symbol.
You got
notice
one
the
job.
new,
You got one job.
Yeah, I know. I'm crushing right
That
now.
was my fault.
So,
Yeah.
Notice the new symbol up here. It's not as easy as you think right here. This purple symbol. What's the purple diamond mean, man? I need to go look that up.
It's hard find.
Hard find. Okay.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Key appearances. So, highest known value was a 7.0 at 1754. and
Still?
that is still the highest known value. As a matter of fact, as of 11/11, oh, saying that's the same sale. That is the same sale. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
probably
I
aren't
just
enough
don't
of
think
these.
there's. I mean, you remember these were part of a Senate investigation. So when the mothers found little Jimmy's book, they burned him, they threw him away. And kids back
Go
then
back
were
up to the
punching them up
cover.
and putting in their back
Here's
pockets.
the
So
cover.
yeah, and this is one of the more tame ones of. I mean, I think the most famous one is the one with the severed head. I forgot which one that is.
Yep.
We've had it on the Shaker Show
Oh yeah, we
before,
just
but
covered that.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll pull
yeah,
up the whole. Here we go.
yeah.
Lon, I agree. I think this is incredibly undervalued. If you think about like what an important
Which
piece
one
that
is
is,
the one with the
especially in the comic
severed
book
head?
community, I don't get why it's
There it
so
is. No, that's
affordable.
the
There it is.
plain head.
22.
No, he's
There it
looking for the
is.
severed head.
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
it. 22.
Yeah, that one is
Mhm.
gnarly.
I
And
like
this is
23
just
better.
Do you?
I do.
says a lot about Laura's dark.
Dun, dun,
I mean, look
dun.
at that. It's like it's sort of sexy
All
in a
black
weird
cover
twisted
too.
way.
And
Ooh,
wait a
and
second.
Yeah.
look at
And
he's
it
got
was
the,
a
he's got the
7
crowbar wrapped, so he doesn't get his fingerprints on. Oh man, this guy is good.
Yeah, 7.0. That's some time machine shit right there, man. From 1954, 7.0. Somebody hid their copy from their moms, and said, "I'm keeping this until whenever 2022 when I sell it." So, Kind Suspense Stories number 23 from EC Comics from 1954. CD 7.0, still 1757. Good luck finding them though. That's another thing. Like as we go through this list, is the trends we saw in 2022 post pandemic, or it was people were picking up a lot of foreign comics. They were picking up a lot of like video game comics, and EC are pre-code horror got a resurgence, which is well deserved, because I would say about 10 years ago you probably picked these up at a pretty decent price.
TiVo, all the horror, not just the pre-code horror.
Hey,
all
watch
the
him out
horror
there.
got
I
a research.
you said horror. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And next one for Laura. Love this one.
All right, this is a little bit personal for me because if anybody out there knows or watches Near Nirvana, I have a niche collection. I love blondes and red dresses. It's something that I've been collecting for like the last 3 or 4 years. Anyway, and when I saw this on one of the Shaker shows, it was like, oh my God, I want it. We got The Spirit number 22 from Quality Comics. This came out in 1950.
Wow.
The relevance of Will Eisner's The Spirit simply cannot be overstated. It is considered one of the most important works in the comic book medium. Created by Eisner in 1940, this book came under scrutiny by the New York Joint Legislative Committee in 1951 due to scenes of brutality and violence, illustrations of bodily harm, and images interpreted by pearl-clutching conservatives as sexually suggestive. In actuality, The Spirit was an exceptionally well-executed crime noir comic starring a masked adventurer. This issue features an iconic cover exhibiting femme fatale skinny bones, inspired by Lauren Bacall. So
Oh.
again,
Very
if I
cool.
ever
I can
came
see
across
see
this,
the resemblance. Lauren Bacall wasn't a blonde, but I can see the resemblance. So, but Comic Collector Geek 6 of 6, we need proof. We need proof of
There's
life.
no.
what?
You know what it is? 6 of 6 that he was in attendance for the shows that we reviewed these at. I'll give you that. 6 out of 6. you were here when we reviewed those.
Touche. And has the price changed at all?
There has been no price change on this book.
All right. So there we go. All right. Laura, sticking with the old stuff. What do we got next?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, this made it. Okay, very cool. I didn't know that we included this. Astonishing issue number 30. This is from Marvel 1954. I did pick a lot of older books. This one's just an iconic cover. We have the artist on the cover is Joe Manili and Stan Goldberg. And it's kind of become one of those ones that everybody hunts for, nobody can find. So I wanted to include something for anybody out there that really likes to hunt. What do you guys think?
Creepy. Creepy with the
I
eyes.
love it.
Crazy.
I love it.
It has
I love it.
aliens, guys. Aliens.
Yeah, 1954 too was a crazy year, man. If you want to collect a year, JB, do you have any price change on this?
Well, not a price change, but we should take a look because not everyone's going to be not everyone's chasing a 9.2 in this. If you want something that's a little more affordable, the last recorded sale was just yesterday, and it was a raw copy.
Look at that.
A raw copy yesterday in the
Yay.
range of VG 3045, and it sold for $2,500.
Wow.
What's the highest sales?
Wow.
Highest known value is that
$33 grand.
$33,000 for a 9.2.
That is
That
definitely
takes a
deserving
special
to be in
collector with some special money.
just a fool. What is that saying? A fool and his money, whatever. Anyway,
Or, yeah,
um,
easily.
all right, let's get to the next one. And I picked this just for Justin.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. So, Star Wars Adventures #1. This was a Scorpion Comics exclusive. There's actually 3 ones. There is the trade dress, there's a Virgin, and there is the Order 66 one, limited to 66 copies. So, of course, Star Wars IP is alive and well. As you know, with Andor was the last series, but Obi-Wan was, of course, the fan favorite of last year as well. With that 6 limited episodes to take on, of course, Darth Vader behind the mask. This book sees the conflicted Vader and his stunning cover from Peach Momoko. Its dark colors and morose depiction of Darth Vader is a surreal way to receive from fans. Make sure that the reported 66 copies is pretty crazy because right now on the census, there's actually 72. So my guess is that somebody cracked it out and then sent it in. But of course, last sale on this was $1,500 in a CGC 98 back in August. That's a massive jump from the $500 sale in March and a $300 from the other previous high. Continuing to rise, of course, from the ashes as Vader does. Tough to find, especially, like I said, with only 66 copies. Currently on eBay, there is 1 copy at a price tag of about a little over $2,000. So
Really?
it's definitely on my Grail. It's definitely on my Grail, and probably the most limited of all Star Wars variants.
Before you get to see if the price has changed, JB, the Peach Momoko's name has been invoked, so you know what that means, right?
no.
Hey guys, it's Lou here, your out of shape comic book collector, and I'm welcoming you to another episode of What to Put in Your Box.
Oh man, you're not gonna believe this, dude. Your book came back a 9.8.
A 9.8 karate kick! Oh. Hey guys, it's Comic Lou here, and this is another episode of our Top 10, where the comics we talk about, ironically, are on my eBay store. And I'm here, joined by the comic sensei from Alaska himself, Kevin.
What's up, guys? We got our top 10 books. This is on our top 10 here. It's Peach Momoko.
Peach
Interesting.
Momoko!
Wanna take a look?
I love Peach Momoko. I love Peach.
Dude, it's my book. Dude, stop! It's my book! Dude, stop!
Man, I'm T-Ho from Lords of the Short Box. Screw that guy, British style. Yo, DJ Curse Words, kick it.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things are going.
Man, what the fuck is that?
The way that things are going. Oh,
Come on.
Come on.
Love it. That never gets old. Shout out to our friends from the Great North, the Aegis Comics of Alaska. Anytime you invoke that name, you're gonna get that one. So Star Wars Adventures #1, Order 66, limited to 66 from October 20th. Did we get a price change?
No, but there's something this is one of those books I wanted to point out something special on, and Nemesis, help us out with this. So taking a look at this book up close, it's with this shade of gray, and there's only 66 of them, and there has not been a price change. But as we come down here and look at the other variants, there's one that's just a slightly darker shade, and that one's
What?
only limited to 501, and it's not nearly. You need to be careful that you are getting the right one. It's got to be this lighter.
It doesn't have the
shade.
snow either. That's what the
Oh, there's
difference.
snow on there.
Yeah, because you think you're just getting the Virgin variant, but
Oh,
yeah.
because look at, you can see the detail in the eye, but I just don't see the difference between that one and this. Oh, she's got
There's
snow
snow.
falling
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, there's snow.
Aha! There's snow falling on. There
Stilted.
it is.
Snow always get you. Snow always get you.
The
All right,
And I
so,
and I like how they did that, of course, with the limited of Order 66, so 66
Okay.
copies,
Oh, yeah,
and then the
perfect.
Virgin with the 501st, which is the 501st infantry of the Clone War, of the Clone Troopers.
Very
So
clever.
limiting the Virgin to
very
501 is pretty
clever.
badass too.
very on brand for Star Wars fans.
Hell
So Star Wars Adventures #1, execute Order 66, limited to 66 copies, 2020. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of accents today. Another trend we saw post-pandemic was Archie comics and innuendo books. And so Betty and Me, issue number 16. And if you read the cover, it says, Archie, do you had any trouble rescuing me? I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off these three other guys. So I mean, if that's not some innuendo for you, I don't know what is. So November 28, 2022, I doubt there was a price change in a 9.2.
You inflected on the wrong words. It would have been so much better. I got it. That's funny as hell.
I thought I inflected on the correct words. Yeah.
Oh man. So price change. This is way back this is in November.
God.
This is going to be recent.
Yeah.
It's going to be recent. No, but very interesting that a Raw sold in December of just recently, December 16th, and it was $66. And the most common Raw though is in the VG range, that 3 to 4 5, and it goes for about $180.
Because I would say growing up, I mean, as a comic collector, you were, Marvel or DC. I mean, serious or I mean, maybe they were, but most times you weren't getting, Archie comics. And then until people realize, there is some serious innuendo on these covers. I mean, there's some other ones too, but I just picked this one because this showed up on our Shakers list, and 2,464 and a CDC 9.2. So if you got an Archie collection somewhere, dig in them long boxes and find them. Next up is Nintendo Power number 1, $1,500 and a graded 8.0. We saw a surge in Mario related things. I don't have the slide for it, but also shout out to Bird City Comics for their 8 Billion Genies Trish Forstner exclusive variant, which I saw at last high sale was $800 in a 9.8. If you slept on that one, then you snooze, you lose. So any price changes on this one?
let's take a look at this one actually, because it just had a recent sale here. So we know we're looking at the right book here. Nintendo Power number 1 from 1998, first issue of Nintendo Power. And on December 27, someone plopped down $576 for a 6.0. And if you come down here, November 4th.
Wow.
November 4th, $24,000 in a 9.4, which is the highest sale they have listed. Yeah, the highest sale that they have listed on there. Wow.
I had this entire run as a kid.
Don't you think?
Did you really, Justin?
Oh my God. I was a huge, I'm a gamer before comics, and I had all these issues. Yeah, I had all these as a kid, and I don't know where any of them are today.
Oh my God.
Just gone.
Nowadays, you can Google the cheat codes for whatever.
You needed these books back then.
Like back then, you needed a damn magazine.
Yeah, they came with maps and stuff. It was great.
Magazines are these books that have articles and stories in them, by the way, if you didn't know what a magazine was. But Nintendo Power number 1, 1,500 and an 8.0. You already showed the price change, right, Otto?
Yeah.
Or JB?
Yes, hey, Justin.
Yes.
Before we move on, we've been playing Super Mario with our kids lately, and my son was getting so frustrated because I don't know if you guys remember this, but if you used your cape the right way after getting the feather, it would rig the game so you would get a free life on the level where you could go through. Anyway, he's like, "How did you guys know this? How did you guys look it up?" I'm like, "We didn't look it up. We spent 15 hours a day sitting here until we figured it out."
Yeah.
Are you talking about Super Mario Brothers 3 where you can go behind the ending? Like you can go behind everything?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. See, like how wild is that back in the day? You're like, oh my God, I can go behind all the background stuff.
Yeah.
And the
Good old days blowing into a cartridge. Yeah. For those
God.
Kids don't even know, man. Don't even know. All right. Who wants to pronounce Spanish word? All right. So another trend we saw was a uptick on foreign comics. And El Sobrante Hombre Rana, issue number 128, sold for $33,000 in November 2022.
Say it again, TiVo.
El Sobrante Hombre Rana.
Yeah. All right.
So we know where Laura's hotspot is. I doubt this has changed because what's interesting about these are they don't kill off Gwen Stacy. So they continue on the storyline in Mexico and in kind of in an alternate world where the Marvel Comics, obviously they stuck to a certain thing, where in this series, Peter got to marry Gwen, and they married and had a good life. I mean, this is perfect for another Spider-Man film because we saw it in with the Spider-Man No Way Home, right? Where Peter Parker got to live out his life, right? And he had kids. I think the only one he didn't was poor old what's his name? The Amazing Spider-Man. What's his nuts name? Not Tobey Maguire, the other guy.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield was. He's the one that everybody died in him. He has nobody, but it was one of the best moments of that film was when he saved this version of MJ, right? When he
that was one of the best parts of that.
The crowd just went wild on it. It was amazing to see it in theater at the time. So any price change on this, JB?
There is no price change. No, this is
all right.
Recent.
This next book has a serious price change on it. I looked it up because this is we had to get some DC books in there, so I picked it.
One in there.
More Fun Comics issue number 73 from 1941. A CDC sold for 6.0. I do believe it is the first appearance of Dr. Fate and Green Arrow and Speedy, right? 6.0 from 1941. Think about that for a second. A 6.0 from 1941 sold in December 2022. You'd be amazed to see what somebody just plunked down recently. You got it ready, JB?
Is it different from this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the big difference.
Highest known value.
Well, the highest known value is $192,000 for a CGC.
More than double its price. Yeah. So 6.0 sold for 90,000, 6.5 sold for 192 grand.
So
wow.
Yeah, but it sold for 192 grand in January 13th of 2022.
Yeah.
Wow. That's 1941, right?
Yeah. Oh, so
that's went down to 90 grand. Pearl Harbor.
Not really down. It's just there's this is definitely a book that you cannot find in that type of grade.
True. It's not. Plus, it's not the same book. It's a 6.0 to a 6.5. And again, it depends on the book.
0.5.
Because for a half a point, 100K.
Look at that
again, but it's all about presentation. How does the book look? How does it
look? Graded copies.
Russian bomb Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, look at the graded copies, will you?
Yes. Hold on. Straight down to the grade. There's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This book doesn't come up often. That's why no matter what grade you have is
can't be accurate, can it? Could it be 9.6 for 15 grand?
Yeah. Well, back in 2015.
Yeah. So most recently is
Well, I mean, you have an April of 2022 here for 132 grand. Then
is there a way to tell if the guy? Well, no, I guess it would be the same grade. Like, how do you know if this is the same person selling again?
Here's an April of 2022 for 72 grand.
Yeah. You'd see the serial number.
Yeah.
Wow. That's true. They do have one there. That's insane.
All right, boys and girls. This is the last one here. And it couldn't be a Lord show without having this character on there. Spawn.
Yeah.
Number 306, the final combat from Image. Looks like a photo variant from the actual Spawn movie that came out. $5,000 and 9.8 sold in 2022. There are some crazy Spawn variants that just defy logic with the prices on them. There's been quite a few months on this. Has the price changed on this at all, JB?
And let me pull it up. Which variant was this? I'm sorry.
306.
This is the Final Combat issue 306.
JB, you're doing great, by the way. It's adding
struggling. I'm trying to drink my cocktail, TiVo. Come on.
All right. Sorry,
He was like, I really like that, by the way, man.
Old school freestyle show, man.
Scale back
freestyle
producer over there.
All right. Last recorded value was October 5th for $5,500. Let's slide it. What's the highest known is the 55.
Yeah, so that went up.
Yeah.
$500.
Someone spent $4,000 on a raw copy in October. Good Lord.
I mean, this was just a regular newsstand, right? Or is it a variant? Is it a variant?
It's a variant. It was from it was for the game.
Yeah, it was for the game. Yeah.
It was for the Mortal Kombat game. For the Mortal Kombat game, because he was in there.
It came with it though. Like,
no. It was given away at what was it? Not Fan Expo. It's given away at not E3. God damn it! What's the hell?
E2E2.
No. It's the gaming convention. The game where they
E3 or E2.
No, not E3. I can't think of the Fighting Expo game.
Oh, financial.
GamerCon?
God, that's
What's it
that's
called?
a deep dive.
Yeah, damn it, that's gonna bother me.
All right. So somebody in the live chat hook it up. So hey, I hope you guys have been commenting. We're gonna give away a copy now. Thanks
Hold
for.
on. I got one I want to read.
Oh
Just
yeah,
let
that's
me
right. I
share.
forgot to talk about this one. Yeah.
I almost
Yeah.
picked this.
Oh,
This is a
Evo,
good
sorry.
one.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so now I'm showing the regular one, but I want to pull up this one because I can never, once you know this information, everybody, you'll never look at this book again the same way. I promise you that. All right, so most Spidey fans know Black Cat and the significance of her first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 194. Those who are market savvy already know this book's meteoric rise over the past couple of years. Some may even know that this 1979 book has a newsstand and a Whitman direct editions. Notice that the Whitmans were not as widely distributed in the late 70s. However, most are likely unaware of the rarest ASM 194, the error version. Keep staring at it, see if you can figure it out. Even if CGC doesn't acknowledge it, nor do our competitors differentiate between sales, that's too bad because the error edition goes for a significant premium over both the most prevalent newsstand editions and the harder to find Whitman edition. Fortunately, at Cover Price, we look for these outliers and we differentiate them. We caught the first recorded CGC graded sale in the past month, a CGC 6.0 for $750, a CGC 8.0 copy for $1,814, and a CGC 9.0 copy for $2,500. Compare those to the non-error sales, which tend to range around $355 and a quarter and $775. So the question: how can you tell the error version from the other versions? You guys ready?
Show us.
It looks like a direct Whitman edition, but it has a yellow section in the upper right-hand corner of the Comics Code Authority box.
So tiny.
Oh my God, I need to look at
error
mine.
is so small that it
I don't
makes
own this
a
book.
great stealth buy. So what are you waiting for? Check your copies. By the way, these are listed on eBay right now, and they ain't cheap.
I'll be right
This
back.
book Crazy.
How is that an
We'll all
error?
be right
What,
back.
they put the wrong
How
ink
is
in
it? Because it's across that black band. It's black
show it.
everywhere.
Yeah, I know
except for
that,
that
but
one.
what caused that though? Here's the question. Like,
Oh
did
yeah,
somebody
what causes that?
Yeah,
in
the
the
printers
put-
doing something. Yeah.
Something got a piece of paper got ripped off and
got
stuck on
and
that
stuck
pad,
on it
and it
perfectly
didn't
like that?
play over the yellow.
That's what we
Right?
got a lot of
So let's take a
fugazi.
look at the recent sales on this thing. All in 2020, yeah, I got 750, 1840, 720, and 2500.
All right,
Many
now I'm
at
gonna look
all.
for yours. Justin's looking for his right now.
I'm thinking about
You'll
it.
never look at that book the same way. I'm
Well,
telling
I have
you.
I have
Every
a regular
time you
one.
look
I
at
didn't
it,
even
you're gonna
bother
be going,
getting.
is it the air? It's right up here. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys can see.
I didn't
mine.
even bother
Oh,
getting
yeah.
the Whitman variant. I mean, that's another thing
can
too.
see
In
it.
2000, post pandemic, is people picking up Whitman errors, as well as I know AutoGuts has one. I have one. Is the comic book that comes with the action figures as well.
Yep,
Those
love
are, I mean, those are things that are, once frowned upon, but now they're not. So there you go.
Gee,
Hey,
that's really cool. That's really
let's
cool.
see. Bird City Comics is a proud sponsor of Lords of Lumbox. Use the discount code LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics exclusive store, including this drops what time on Friday, Laura?
This drops tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A little asterisk on this. Normally, we do a 500 print run. We keep it at the minimum, and we launch the full amount during the pre-launch. In this case, we're only launching, I believe, half that because we're taking the other half to a con where this team's going to be. So we're only going to be launching half of them during the pre-sale. Be
Which
aware of
con?
that.
What con, Laura?
Which con, Laura?
MegaCon.
What is it?
We're going to MegaCon.
Oh,
Florida.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So
That's on my bucket list to go.
And because make sure you sign up to Bird City Comics and you're subscribed to Lords, and we're going to give away a copy right now. How you like that?
Before it's even on
Dude.
sale. That's great.
Again,
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
That's right. We're still in the mood of giving. The Coca Levitation deems it so. You know what I'm saying? So let me clear my throat. Let me bring it up here. And
The seamless transition is what this is. Thanks to everybody who's hanging with us in the chat. We've got 125 in there. If you are enjoying the show, take a moment, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, should I give them a few more minutes to leave a comment there? Because a lot of times people, leave a comment and they go or whatever. So,
Well, I got a question for you. Can somebody someone in the chat, please tell me how many likes we currently have on this live stream with 125 people in here? How about this?
Oh, I can check.
We'll
I'm gonna
give the book away when we get to like count number. Where are we at,
69.
Laura? 60. You said Steve 69 likes.
Hold on. I'm pulling
We're
it
at
up.
38 likes right now.
38 likes. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's get to 50. When we get to 50
39.
likes, we'll give away
No, we're
this
at
book.
44 on my screen.
44.
All right.
Boy, you gotta refresh.
I
We
will
got
check
6
mine.
people. We got 126 people in the chat. We can't get 50 likes before we give away this book. Come on, people.
I mean, I see 50.
Now we got 50 likes.
Now we're talking. All right, Tebow.
All right, let's do it. Let's give away a copy of, what do they call it? Last Barbarians?
The Last Barbarians. Bunch of
I can't-
female warriors.
I like it.
Duh. All
I
right,
like
shall
it.
we? Let us
I like
draw,
it too.
shall we? 5, 4,
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Psych.
Hit
Just
it.
kidding.
Whoa. Who's taking it home? Who is taking this home? Tebow, get a pen out. Let's write it down this time.
Keep going. Oh, look at
Oh my God.
Oh, he's a two-time winner. I still owe him from the last giveaway. So, yeah,
Well, there you go. You get to
congratulations,
save on the
Phantom Realm. Go ahead and just message Bird City Comics, and they will ship it to you directly. I still have to
I thought
ship
that was
out
you,
your
JB.
last. I still
Yeah,
have to
really,
ship
I
out
thought
your
it was
last
JB.
books. Don't worry, JB's going to get a copy, I'm sure. Somehow, yeah. So you guys know what the drill is. You know what I'm saying? So, Laura, I think you have a show at 7. Or do you?
I don't have a show tonight. All yours
Oh.
tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll stick
Ooh,
for
should I
another
tell
hour
Anthony
then.
that?
Hey now, Otto, any last words? Or Laura,
No.
any last words?
No, just again, guys, make sure that you are tuned in. I don't want to give away too much. I guess TiVo has already said some stuff though. We have something
Just smelling it.
in the works that you're going to want to be around for. It's a nice little collab between us and Lords of the Long Box. So stay tuned for that. And we will be launching our 8 Billion Genies issue 8, so the final issue of that series. That'll be coming out towards the end of this month. And yes, it's done by Trish Forstner. And if you're familiar with our first and second covers for that series, you can probably guess what the third's going to be.
You could probably guess what the collab is going to be. So, yeah, I can't say anything yet, but put it this way.
If you
You'll
are,
only be able to get it on a Bird City comic store and at my LCS. So, and somebody may be there signing. Maybe, hell, if you want me to sign a book, I don't know why I had to sign it, but my handwriting is horrible, by the way, because I'm on a computer all day long. Anytime I have to fill out a form, I go, what are we in the 80s? Come on now. Otto, speaking of the 80s, say what's good.
80s, that's it. Oh, now you're a great mullet in the 80s. Let's get that straight. All right. What's up, everybody? Hey, just happy to join everybody tonight. I'm going to be back on Thursday nights for a hot minute. Check out 3 Men in the Basement also. Next Friday, we've got our new show with our new format with a lot of great things happening. A couple pre-recorded videos up on there. And we got a lot of things planned for this coming year. So I can't wait to sit back and enjoy the ride with all these great people here in the comic book community. So peace out.
Ant is asking me to show the art again, or is he talking about ours?
No, you just leave it up. They don't want to hear us talk. Leave it up while we talk.
I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about yours.
Yeah, I think he's talking about ours. But I tell you what, why don't you guys tune in next Tuesday for that reveal? How about that?
Let's do it then.
Let's
Make
do
him
it
wait.
then. Let's build up
tease
the excitement. Otto, thanks for your last words. Thanks for all your contributions in 2022. Nemesis Prime, any last words?
Yeah, Zach and I just recorded our first episode of the Comic-Con podcast, season 3. Drops tomorrow morning, so make sure you check that out on all your major podcast platforms.
You're crushing it, man. I love
Black
your
Comic
podcast.
Lords our
Thank you.
Phantom Realm Comics is killing. He also won something on Black Comic Lords. Damn. He has the cheat code. He's in the
He's got the
Matrix.
cheat code. Nice.
Yeah, JB, any last words?
Yeah, another fantastic show. You know why? Because of our awesome chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for the thumbs up. Make sure you're on here next Tuesday for the top 10. And then I think we'll be back with the regular traditional Shakers show next Thursday. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time.
That's right, boys and girls. Thank you to all the current Lords members, the moderators, everybody in the live chat for everything you've done in 2022. We've kept it, on the real, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we do. It's good to see old cats in here like JPAP and JLS Comics as well. We've been doing this since 2015.
great.
It's been a long time, but
Long time.
Carry On My
I'm
Wayward
too
Son
old for
isn't-
this shit.
Carry On My Wayward Son isn't coming quite yet. You know what I'm saying? It's the revolution will be televised. So for Laura, Otto, JB, and Nemesis Prime, this is TiVo. Keep digging in them long boxes, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace out, dog.
Shake it, make it, pull it back.
Oh my god.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
Shake it, make it, pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is In this, you shall know that the Lord is
What the heck is the deal? I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
What's in the box?